shit. Wait, can you help me? What are you even doing? I'm trying to keep my car out of the rain. Oh. I should have asked Jordan to help me put it over the car because I just spent the last like 5 minutes trying to wiggle this thing around by myself. Alright, anyway guys, welcome back to another episode of Vlogmas, and it's actually the last episode of Vlogmas, which makes me kind of sad because I didn't get as much done during Vlogmas as I wanted to, but that's because of stupid things like this. So if you didn't catch the last episode, this might seem a little bit weird and you might not understand what's going on, so let me just catch you guys up real quick. Basically, I need to replace a weather stripping underneath this piece of trim on the Mustang, and it has been raining non-stop all Vlogmas. Of course, the day I do it is the day that the sun finally decides to peek from behind the clouds, but it's been raining off and on all day long, and I'm not gonna risk being halfway through the install and then it just start pouring rain on me, because if I'm gonna install the weather stripping, I want it to be dry so that way the adhesive will stick to the metal. So we've got a canopy now, and that is fantastic. I hope my neighbors don't think I'm like some trashy boy just like setting up canopies with my broken down cars in the driveway and stuff. It's definitely not a good look, but I don't really care what they think because my car's gotta work. I gotta get this thing back on the road. So today's video is not really a tutorial. I have to give credit where credit is due. This isn't my idea. I'm not making this up. I saw a video. I don't remember what the account was called, I'm sorry, but I'll leave a link in the description to the video that I saw because he went over in detail how to do this. And it's honestly a pretty easy install, so I'm not going to make this into like a tutorial, as I said. I'm just going to be doing an install and telling you guys what I think about it. So what we've got is this sponge window seal that you can buy at Home Depot for like $5. It's kind of funny that this is the route that you have to go to make it seal properly, because you would hope that just getting an OEM replacement for the seal would work, but I literally just had the seals on this car replaced like earlier this year, and it's already leaking again. So I'm hoping that this improvement, so to speak, over stock will make it so that way my door trim actually seals and doesn't let water in. And I figured since I'm doing it on the driver's side, I might as well do it on the passenger side too. So I'm gonna show both sides, and then we'll probably do like a bit of a leak test once I get it on. Even if it's not raining, maybe I'll go grab the hose and spray some water on it and make sure that it's not getting into the cabin. So let's get after it. Alright, so there was in fact water inside of this A-pillar, and apparently that means that it is in fact coming through the door trim. But while I have it out, I'm also going to take a look at the inside of the windshield. Wow, that is some harsh lighting. But basically I'm just going to check the seals in here. I can't know 100%, but I'm pretty sure the water's just coming through the door trim because it just gets underneath here and gets into the weather stripping and just goes straight into this A-pillar. Jeez, that is a lot of freaking water. What the heck? Like, there's no way that all of that came through the windshield, because you can see the seal right here. Well, you guys can't see it because my camera won't focus. There we go. There's a seal right here. And also, the way that the body of the car is shaped is so that like the spot that the windshield attaches on has a slight angle like this. So I feel like it's kind of unlikely that water would get in on the side. The only way that I could see water getting in from the windshield would be like if it came down from up here. But still, I don't really see that happening, because you would think that it would just drip down here or get the headliner soaked up at the top, but it doesn't. It just all comes from the side. So I'm convinced that it's the door trim. Alright, nothing is set in stone yet, but I am hoping that that was the culprit, because if you look closely, you can see there's some dirt spots, and I think that is where the water was getting in. Obviously, it's dry right now because it would have all dripped in and into the A-pillar, but there's definitely, like, there's not supposed to be dirt on this. This should be, like, sealed completely, so there shouldn't be anything getting underneath that adhesive. So either it's getting in, or when they replaced these, when I took it to the shop, they didn't do a very good job of cleaning this surface. So it's time to do it properly. Alright, so I ran into a slight issue with my weather stripping. I think this stuff is just a little bit too thick. So I have 3/8 by 3/4 and it compresses down pretty far. Like you can squeeze it down and it gets pretty small, but I think it's just not able to squeeze down quite as far as I'd like. I mean, I could force it in, but I would hate to break the piece of trim. So I'm just gonna head back to Home Depot real quick and I'm gonna get some stuff that's 1 inch by 1/4. And then I'm also gonna get some that's 1 inch by 1/8. I'm just gonna try a bunch of different ones and figure out which will fit perfectly because I want a thicker strip than what comes stock, but I don't need it to be too thick to where the window trim is like sticking out super far or something like that. And the stock stuff is 1/16 thick, so as long as it's thicker than 1/16, it should theoretically perform better. I hope. Alright, so I went to the store. I didn't even record anything. I just went in and grabbed the stuff. But this is my second iteration. As you can see, it's kind of poofy, but this stuff is like, it poofs up to like 1 inch, so it's always expanding, but then it compresses down a lot further. I don't know if I can really show you guys. It compresses down to like less than 1/4 of an inch, so I should be able to fit this onto the car with a little bit more ease because the other stuff was a lot thicker, which is what I was going for, but it was just a little too thick and I couldn't quite compress it far enough. So hopefully this works. Let's go try to put it on the car. Alright, it's starting to rain, but I just finished the seal, so I'm gonna move the canopy and test it out. Well, this is interesting. It appears as though the water is leaking out of the windshield, I guess, or leaking in from the windshield, which really sucks. Because that's gonna make this a lot more expensive. I mean, where else could that be coming from? The door trim is like over here. And there was water in the A-pillar, so that made me think it was coming from the door trim, but apparently the headliner has this convenient little scoop that drops it right down to the A-pillar. Damn, look at that. That is bad luck. It's dripping right onto my leg too. Fuck me, right? Oh my gosh, boys, I was so convinced that the door trim was the actual problem with this, but it's leaking from that top corner of the windshield. That is like the most unfortunate leak. Like that's probably like the least common leak on any car, is to have the windshield be leaking, which sucks because a new windshield for this car is like $480. I guess that's just my luck lately. I mean, I'm just had such a bad run of luck and everything going on with this. I'm gonna spend some time trying to get the inside of this dry, and if I can't get the carpet dry, then I'm gonna pull it up and out, or at least like a section of it out. But as far as like wrenching goes, this video is pretty much done. I'm just like, I'm burnt out, boys. I'm tired. I wanna go home. It's almost Christmas, and I have just hit probably one of my lowest of lows. Like I have all these plans and things for new videos, and I'm just stuck with this. So I'm gonna hit it hard when I come back from Christmas in a couple days. And I guess worst case scenario is I just like leave it sitting under a tarp until May or June, which, I mean, it's not like I really need the car that much. I mean, it sucks not having my car because it's like any little inconvenience. I'd have to like ask someone to drive me if I have to go somewhere far. But I also walk to campus like every day for school. Sometimes Colby will drive me if he's awake, but most of the time I actually just walk. It's not the end of the world. It's not like I have to drive the car, but it just sucks to have it sitting under a tarp all the time. But before I end Vlogmas, I just want to quickly say thank you to all those that have come back every day and watched every upload. It's really been awesome to get the DMs and comments from you guys saying how much you enjoyed the daily uploads. And it's super hard to daily upload on YouTube. I mean, people like TJ Hunt, like he did it for years, like with basically no days off. He just daily uploaded, and that just takes a level of commitment that I don't know if I could ever do that. But I would say this time around it was a bit easier for me to get in the habit of daily uploading. It's just like it gets hard to balance other things too. Like I don't know if I could daily upload while going to school and also trying to keep the gym routine in check. So after today, the videos are gonna go back to like a every other day schedule. Of course, I'm taking a little bit of a break because of Christmas, but I'm gonna probably come back here either Christmas Day or the next day and just start hammering away at this. I got a lot of work to do and I have about a week until classes start again. But this term, I'm not gonna allow myself to just go a month without uploading. It might be a couple weeks here and there where there's no upload, but I have to upload to this YouTube channel and I love doing it and I don't care what it takes. So there's gonna be videos coming up. I have to get the freaking 944 running. I'm so sick of it just sitting there and I'm sick of my car looking like this all the time. So don't worry guys, the Mustang build is coming along. I have a lot more plans that you guys just have yet to see and I can't wait to show it to you guys. But anyway, that's a wrap on Vlogmas. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out and dream big.